morning, everyone. It's a Wednesday. It is the mobile Monica version of the Real Monica Adams Show. And we are so thrilled to have you along with us. Just got done with a workout here in Kirkwood. If you didn't know, Wednesdays and Friday mornings, we train at 6 a.m. And now we have an 8 a.m. group. So you've got two opportunities to join me on a Wednesday. Fridays, we do it as well at 6 a.m. And we've got the opportunity to train you on both 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Wednesdays and Fridays. We continue to build this. Now, what I don't want you to do is think, oh, summer's wrapping up, fall's getting ready to start. I can just layer on some clothes. I don't have to be healthy. No, no, no. Let me help you with that. As you know, I've been personal training, life coaching, director of wellness for 25 years. So lean on me. Let me help you with that. We have been doing this, since March, but in May, we took over our studios in Brentwood. So we're there on Mondays and Tuesdays, and we've got great shows coming up next week and into October. I've got some new segments starting as well, and I'll give you a rundown of those coming up. Now, for anybody that knows me, you know that I love everything to do with the music and the food of Latin, Mexican, Spanish, you name it. So on Friday, I mentioned that they were raising the flag downtown for the beginning of National Hispanic Heritage Month, and I love that. Last year, I had an opportunity to go down that Soulard area, Lafayette Square area, and go to the Hispanic Festival, and I absolutely loved it and got myself introduced to food I had never seen before, countries and everything tied into the history of it all, the heritage. So one of the things I want to talk about today is honoring your true heritage and your legacy and being proud of who you are, your lineage. People ask you, oh, what nationality are you? Have you ever gone deep into your genealogy, your family tree? My brother loves to do that. How many of you love to dig into that? He does the work, and he tells me, actually, Monica, when you grew up, you always said, as we were told, that from my dad's side, we were Irish and Scotch-Irish. From my mom's side, we were German and Czechoslovakian or Bohemian. And then he started to really dig in, and he's like, actually, it's separation of this. And he gets so excited and so passionate. Are you the same way? Do you do that? Well, today, throughout this hour, I want to hear. I would love to know the nationalities that have been listening to this show and how far-reaching we are. You know, my friend just recently went to Cabo San Lucas and back in July, and she was handing out the flyers, telling everybody, you've got to listen to this show. This show is all about positivity, mentally, spiritually, physically. We tie everybody together because we all have the ability to be kind to one another, right? We all have the ability to have a better life. You just have to want it for yourself. And I want you to get out of your comfort zone instead of always hanging with the same like-minded people, the same look as you. No, get out of your comfort zone. Go say hi to someone that maybe you wouldn't have in the past, someone that looks different than you. I love little kids in grade school, right? Or in kindergarten, pre-kindergarten. They don't know any difference. They just have all these different friends. And they come home, oh, I have a brown friend. I have a yellow friend. I have a black friend. I love that. And we need to do that as adults I do too, honey. And I've talked to everybody. Everybody has something that they're bringing to the table. That's what I love about honoring your heritage. And today we're going to be shining the light on the Hispanic heritage all throughout the month. I want you to immerse yourself in that culture. And we're going to talk to a friend of mine who I've known over the years, but really got a chance to know him and even danced with him. I wish we had that video. Danced with him at this festival last year. So we're going to have Rene Vences on with me talking about the Hispanic Heritage Festival, the Hispanic Festival that you'll get a chance to go to this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Clear your schedule. I know you might have plans already, but fit something in if you can, at least even for an hour or two, because trust me when I tell you, it's one of the best festivals I've ever seen put on, and the most incredible food, and everybody's in a good mood, and you've got young and old alike coming together and just dancing, enjoying food, and learning about the culture, which is what I want you to do. So Ray, my guest, when we return. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online, EnvitaHealthandWellness.com. Well, welcome back. It is 7:07 on a Wednesday, September 20th. We are just firing through this month, aren't we? Fall right around the corner. And now it's time for a lot of fun festivals. We think about fall festivals, and this is the time of year you get a chance to do just that. One of them that I really love, that I had a chance to go to last year, invited some of my friends along, and they loved it as well, is the Hispanic Festival that's going to take place for you downtown this weekend. My guest is waiting in the wings. There he is. Hello, how are you? Ray Vences again is my guest. It's so good to see you again.
Great to see you, Monica. Good morning to all.
Thank you so much for getting up early, first of all.
Yes, that was hard though.
I'm
No, don't
sure.
worry.
How long has the festival been going on, Ray? Renee, sorry.
It's going to probably about 12 years right here in Seward. It has been going on in St. Louis for 22 years already. So it's
22 years?
yes, very
Oh
exciting.
my goodness. Well,
Yes.
and you've come a long way. So has it always been held in the same location?
No, for the last 10 years, 12 years or somewhere around that has been in Seward Market. And then right before that, it was in downtown, in Market Street. And then before that, it was like a Jefferson Barracks and little, it started like a little church and stuff like that. So it's been growing and growing and growing. Now we're at the part where we need more days to celebrate. It's been fantastic.
I'm so proud of you. And I had a chance to do a big feature on you when I was in television, which again, those are the things, those are the precious moments that I carry forward into our new show is all of the people I got a chance to meet that I can't wait to put onto the show. And I knew right away when I saw it on the calendar, oh, I've got to have Renee on to talk about this. We're talking about an entire weekend. You're going to kick it off with some incredible food and music on Friday. So give us the rundown of that.
Sure. So right on Friday, it starts at right at 10 o'clock. And we love Fridays because most of the time we have a lot of field trips, a lot of schools. So we do a lot of educational programs on Fridays. Kids want to learn how to dance, speak the language. So through the vendors, they do scavenger hunts. And it's just a lot of fun for kids on Friday, especially for all the field trips. And nighttime, we're going to have Colombian nights, dancing, and of course, food through the whole day. I like your
Dancing and
moves.
food. You're speaking my middle name.
Yes.
So, I didn't get a chance to go on the Friday night, and that's what I'm hoping to do this year because last year I think I remember telling you we would be there on Saturday, which we were, but I missed the big music that you kept going on and on and on about on Friday night.
Right.
So you have different music though mixed throughout the whole weekend, right?
Yes, we do. So on Saturday, now actually the big night is going to be Saturday night. We're going to have salsa. Grammy nominee Frankie Negron is coming to town,
Wow.
and it's just an honor to have him here in St. Louis, and then all free to the public. So food and his great music and salsa. It's gonna be an amazing show on Saturday night. So yeah, Friday is still good though. Friday, I want you to be there on Friday because we still have a lot of great music.
Well, I
And then
think I remember also on Friday of last year that there were specific, besides the music and the DJ that was there, it was different. Was it? I think it was a different drink or a bar or something that you had a specialized thing on Friday. Do you still have that?
we still have it. We still have it. So the Colombian Society is putting a show, kind of show like an event that's put it together inside the festival, which is we're doing it as Colombians. They have special food and the special drinks. And of course, the dancing, right? So they combine it and they call it the Colombian Nights, or it's kind of cool to see the little difference. But it's all the Colombian, Nicaraguans, Mexican. We all just have to party, and we just have to have fun. So, but yes, so on Friday night is gonna happen. Mi Tierra, it's band that's gonna be playing. So we just local band. And they're amazing shows. So I've been following them around, St. Louis, their shows, and it's just a really good show. And then Sunday, it's another big event because they're going to have the Mexican band. They usually come from Mexico. It's called Los Capis, and Los Capis it's more cumbia, reggaeton, and stuff like that. So it's just variety through the whole weekend of different kinds of themes and songs and entertainment. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, you know, Renee, one of the things that I loved most, and again, let me reintroduce my guest, Rene Vences. We're talking about the big Hispanic Festival that's going on this weekend. We'll give you all the information of where it is, how you can get more information, website, etc., coming up at the end of the interview. But Renee, one of the things that I loved is when we see festivals, is how everybody blends together and the introduction to things that maybe you never knew about before. So we can think of, oh, I love going and getting Mexican food. I love going to a Mexican restaurant. Then you have some people that will go on like Cherokee Street. A lot of culture there on Cherokee Street. Then down on Grand, a lot of culture. And people will start talking about foods that they've had or arts and crafts or music that they're listening to. And this is where I want people to open up their brains and open up their hearts. So, Renee, besides obviously incredible food, incredible music, tell us what you really hope that people carry with them beyond the festival with regards to your heritage.
Absolutely. So when I moved to St. Louis about 30 years ago, whew, it's been a while. I remember there was no many people that looked like me. And I was able to, little by little, finding one person here, one other person over there. And it just, as a society, we start growing and growing. And through the years, it's little by little, it's been growing the Hispanic population in St. Louis. With that in mind, when I started living here, it was only like one grocery store, Mexican grocery store, and it was like one very famous restaurant was like Tropicana. It was like in St. Louis City. So that's it. That's all people knew. But now you can see, you fast forward now to 2023, we have restaurants from Colombia, Peruvians, Puerto Ricans. So we have so many Mexicans and grocery stores, and it's just a variety and the diversity that's been growing in St. Louis. It's amazing. And to have this opportunity to, like you say, experience, it has to be an experience for them to go to those restaurants and to those grocery markets, and now put them all together in one weekend. It is just incredible. So what I really hope is people attend to the festival and experience some food. Try, like you said, try something new that you have never tried. Experience that. Talk to people. We are there, Latinos, we're so welcoming to talk to anybody. And then it's just to create those friendships, those relationships is great. I want them to, to feel the experience. I guess if I have to say something that want people to take away from that, from this weekend, is just the sensation of like, you know what? I try to dance a little salsa. I try to dance cumbia. I say hello. I say, hola, ¿cómo estás? That little experience, try some food, that it's like, oh, maybe didn't like this one, but what about try this other one, it's all the spiciness. It's not as spicy, like Mexican food. Is it really spicy? A lot of people think Mexican food has to be really spicy, and it's not.
No,
You put the salsa on it, right?
right.
So it's different variety of food. So try something new. I want you and everybody else who comes to the festival just experience, just emerge and feel the fun and feel the energy. It's a lot of energy through the whole week.
Oh, the energy was through the roof. I mentioned at the beginning that you and I danced. I wish I had that video. You and I danced together
Yes,
last year.
it was
You
fun.
know, it was fun. And what did it make both of us just do? Laugh, right? We need more laughter. We need more positivity in our lives. And that is the biggest thing, Renee, that I walked away. My husband Jim said the same thing. Michelle was there. We had my friend who is Latin. So I have Sherry Anderson who does my hair. I, and she's immersed. I told her actually, when she cuts my hair, she hasn't followed through with this, but I said, when I get in your chair, you shouldn't speak English to me. I want to learn Spanish because we go to Cabo San Lucas so often that I want to speak more and more. I'll sprinkle a little bit here and there, but I really want to learn the language. And I think we should. We shouldn't have this mindset of, oh, we travel around the world and everyone should cater to speaking English. That's not the case. You're going to another country. You shouldn't have that attitude. You should go out of your way to learn as much as you possibly can. Don't you agree with that?
Absolutely. I think emerging to the culture is very important. Not just, going there, like you say, like Cancun or Cabo or, those places that you go and it's everything Americanized. It's better to just step out a little bit and say, hola, ¿cómo estás? Trying to experience and trying to say whatever you learn. People really appreciate that. People
Well, I
really,
just
really.
think Renee, I think it's respect. Honestly, I think it's
Yeah.
respect. I've heard people say that they travel and they're like, "Oh, this area was so rude," and I said, "Were they rude or was it you? Because you didn't have the respect to go out of your way to learn a little bit." I'll tell you, when we come back from Mexico, I have to stop myself from, going "Hola," and they're like, "Oh, Monica just got back from Cabo."
I love that.
Once again, we're talking about the St. Louis, the Hispanic Festival that's going on in St. Louis this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, actually kicking off at 10 o'clock on Friday with so much going on. We haven't even talked about the arts, the culture, the dress, the dance that's put on by the different groups. So if let's just break down from the crafts, the vendors, what's all going to be there.
So we have about 22 different crafts and booths and vendors. And we have actually a set of 10 booths together. They're actually, it's like a little carnival, I call it, because they come in all over from Mexico and they travel around the United States at different festivals. And then they're going to be here selling their arts and crafts. So it's just an amazing group of family. Everybody will sleep in the van, which is kind of crazy to me, but that's what they do. They travel from Mexico, buying all crafts around it, and then they come and they sell in the United States. And then just to have those vendors selling authentic crafts and arts is just an experience. And then we have local vendors, and they actually, I have an artist here that they actually sell their products. They make them here in St. Louis.
Mhm.
So it's just it's not just from their countries. It's actually from here. But we have Colombians selling Hondurans. I have a couple of ladies, sisters. I love them to death. They're very like hard workers. And then this last year, they decided that they wanted to go out here and sell all their Hondurans, you know, uh, I guess dresses and beautiful things that they have like for crafts. And then they actually doing food this year too. So it's a lot of culture on the vendors for food, for dresses, hats, crafts. I bought a bottle of tequila last year. I never seen that before. I love tequila. I That's my
What
thing.
what was special about it?
Uh,
What was special about the tequila?
it's one of those bottles that you don't see often.
Oh,
It's like a crafted, like handcrafted. That the whole outside was weld, and it was just like a really cool bottle. So, and I
those are the
never seen
bottles you don't want to open. You just want to
right
look and be
exactly,
pretty.
but I still did though.
Now, do you drink? I've always I like to drink a true Mexican margarita. Don't you agree that it's been Americanized and people put sweet and sour in it, and that's what I think ruins it. Well, for a couple reasons. One, it's just so unbelievably sweet. Two, from a trainer standpoint, that's actually where the calories come from. It's that sweet and sour you put in. A true margarita is not made with that, correct?
I cannot really tell you much about that because I am not an expert in margaritas, but I know when they go to Mexico, they actually just squeeze the
Lime,
limes.
yeah,
They do more very like flavors, not like it's already a mixed thing here.
right.
Just to be able to squeeze the limes, put them together, that fusion is just an amazing. And what makes good margarita is a good tequila too. So.
Yep, there you go. Well, that's what I was going to say because a lot of people they'll say, "Oh, well, I'll have a margarita. I like tequila in a margarita," but there are many people who really like tequila, and they're like, "Oh, no, 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 no! You just have to sip it, taste it by itself." Which I've not ever graduated to that, but maybe I haven't had really good margaritas. We're
Right.
talking about the Hispanic Festival that's going on again this coming weekend, and we mentioned before, Renee, for the people who just tuned in, you want to tell them again where it's going to be held?
Sure. So the Hispanic Festival Greater St. Louis is going to be in Suler Market, right in Lafayette Square, right where the market is every Saturday, Saturday and Sundays. I think now they have it on Fridays too, or whatever. I don't know, but they have the market right there, and right next to it is a park, and that's where it's going to be. You cannot miss it. It's right there in Suler.
Yeah, and there's parking all over the place, so don't worry about that. And again, we're talking about food, we're talking about music, we're talking about crafts. Now, tell me about the dance. The young kids get involved, and that is what I took so many videos of that yet last year. They are so good.
Yeah, so we have couple instructors. They dance folklore, the authentic Mexican or in different countries dancing, and so they trying to teach the kids that heritage, that that the way that traditions continue. So they in the stage, right there on the pavilion, the instructors go there every hour, maybe every other 2 hours, and then they say, "Come on, kids, come on, let's join me," and then they start teaching them how to dance and with the beautiful dresses and stuff like that. So it's educational at the same time. It's continue that traditions and that that diversity that people wants to enjoy. Like I see a lot of schools coming, and I love to see all different colors of kids, dancing the folklore, and then they're so excited. Of course, we had to dance La Bamba too because everybody loves La Bamba. But but at the same time, we dance, all different kinds of music, which is,
Well, yeah,
is beautiful.
Renee, one of the things that really just made my heart melt was to see, and we talked about it in the last 15 minutes, the importance of being proud of where you come from. You can tell their pride in their faces and how they're looking at everyone and realizing that there are people of all colors, all ages that are there, that the eyes are all on them, and they are very proud to say, look, this is my culture. And it's so beautiful to watch, and then for people to be taking pictures and applauding them and then going up and trying to do, like, you can see the little kids trying to teach us their culture and speak about their culture. And I think that's the beautiful thing. And that's really what, when I walked away from the news, that's really what I wanted more of, was let's be kinder human beings to one another. Just because someone doesn't look like you, it's a good thing. We all shouldn't be walking around talking to everyone that looks and thinks like us. We need to be more filled with culture.
Right. We definitely had to merge with everybody else to have more friends. Nothing wrong to have more friends.
No.
So yeah, my dad was very, push me since I was little. It's like, make sure you have a lot of friends. I don't care about your grades. Make sure you have a lot of friends. I was like, wait, stop. What? But he was true. He was like, get more friends because you're gonna have more fun and it's gonna get you more in life and be
Yes.
able to diversify yourself to different cultures is just amazing. I have friends from Russia, from India, and it's just to understand their culture. And at the end of the day, honestly, we're all the same. We
Absolutely.
all bleed the same, and we
We
all
do.
like the same.
And we
So
and we all want the same thing for our world. We want it to be a better place for us all to live while we're blessed to be here.
yes, it's just beautiful. Yeah, maybe the food is a little different. Maybe the dancing is a little different, but that's the fun part about life, right? We're humans, and we just have to love each other, like you say, and I just love that about your show. Yes.
Well, again, so Renee, if you have, you mentioned earlier about just trying, and I love that. It's just, what do you have to lose? No one's going to laugh at you because you can't have your hips move the way they are on stage, or maybe you're not able to take in the, food that somebody else is like, oh my gosh, I can eat this, and somebody else tastes it and, oh, I'm going to look like an idiot if I think it's too hot. No, I mean, all of us are going through life worrying too much about what everybody else thinks when you could just say, I'm just going to have fun with the people I'm with. And then I'm going to go over here and talk to this person. And wow, they're not making fun of me. They want to teach me. They want to show me. Right. It's really,
Absolutely.
yeah. The
It's just
mindset.
I love that because it's true. We never criticize. People always say, "Oh, did I say that word right? Did I say hola right, or did I say hola cómo estás right, or did I say the way that I have to dance like this?" No, don't worry about people what you're saying. Just enjoy it. Just merge and just do it. And if we just do it, that's the first step that we do. We just try the first time, and then maybe somebody else might say, "Oh, you should do this, or you should try this move, or you should say it like this," and just take it from there. And after that is just you becoming bilingual. But yeah, you have to practice. You have to merge. You have to make that first step to to reality and say, "Hey, I'm doing this. I am
Right.
doing this."
Right. Absolutely. So I see some comments coming in. Actually, let me know if you've been to this over the years. As we said, it's not just a few years, it's been going on for a long, long time. Also, besides a website, so I was just pulling up, if you want to go on Facebook, because a lot of you are watching this show on Facebook, you can go to this page. There we go. The Hispanic Festival, Inc., St. Louis, and it's going to give you the full rundown as well of the Soulard Market, 728 Lafayette Avenue, right next to Soulard Farmers Market. It's going to be huge. And it gives you the full breakdown, by the way, of
Oh yeah.
everything on the main stage, what's going to take place Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So again, Hispanic Festival Inc., St. Louis, Missouri. You've got 15,000 followers on there. I love that.
It's been growing and growing. Imagine one day many years ago, I was a baby, okay,
Right.
when the whole thing started. But yeah, I
So,
mean, it was very small, and it's just been growing. And just to be able to say 3 days of festival in St. Louis is just amazing.
well, and did it start with just a day and then grow to
Yes.
two and then
Oh
grow to
yeah. It
3 days?
was just a Sunday. Many years ago, and then they become a Saturday and Sunday, and then now we're Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's just the bands are coming. They're not just a regular, like old bands. Now they're actually we have a really good bands like Frankie Negron. I mean, I imagine like having Frankie Negron, Grammy nominee coming in Saturday. That is amazing. And then we have Banda Artilleros. It's a local band also, but those kids are amazing. Those I call them kids now, but those people are amazing singers and very talented. Banda Artilleros, Song de Mi Tierra, that's the one I was telling you about, the Colombians. Song de Mi Tierra, they play a great fusion of music. So it's just growing and growing. And to have so many followers, yes, just
Yeah.
becomes.
Well, I pulled it up last night. I was looking at it and I was like 15,000. I remember doing stories back in my Fox 2 days and then KSTK, and then I knew that I wanted to have you on. I lost your number over the years, and I'm so glad someone's monitoring your page, because I was like, "Oh my gosh, they've got 15,000. Are they going to see this?" I'm so glad they do. So thank your staff, by the way, for getting this set up and for you getting up early. If you had one food that would take us out of our comfort zone when we go to the festival this weekend, what would it be?
Oh boy. I don't want to put down anybody, but it's Colombian food. I think Colombian food right now it's growing, and the flavors are amazing. You cannot go wrong with Colombian food. I think yes, the tacos are always amazing, but the next level right now I think is Colombian food.
So why?
Also,
So what? How is it different? And what would you tell us to try when we come to the festival?
so the arepas are very popular, right? The
Yes.
arepas, the chicharrón. It's just different dishes, and when you see them, like the chicharrón is like this pork rind, like fried. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's when serve it to you in a big plate,
Yep.
and then they put like a little thing on top. It's amazing, and then they have this mayo ketchup too that you can put in your sandwich. Which that's now I went to Schnucks the other day, and next to the mayo, it was mayo ketchup,
Yep.
which is a very Colombian thing, a Venezuelan also too. Yeah.
Well, there's a restaurant that opened in Lafayette Square that was called that, and I was like, "What is this?" Not realizing, again, that's why we've got to get out of our way and walk in. I walked in one day and I was like, "What is this place?" And they said, "Oh, it's Latin." I go, "Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. I've got to eat here." And oh my gosh, it was good. You introduced us, and this is why, and I'm trying to stress this to all of you: if you're going to go down, don't just go and try tacos. There's a reason why it's an entire Hispanic festival, so that you can go, "Oh, let me try a little bit of this." You were so sweet because you really navigated it for us and said, "Hold on, you've got to try this, you've got to try that." And you had us try that. And I was like, I wouldn't have ordered it on my own, but holy cow, it was just immersing yourself in the culture, and the flavors just came to life.
Yes, yes. I mean, you just have to try it. Sometimes it's a hit or miss, right?
Yep.
When I moved to the United States for the first time, my I did not know it existed on top. I married my wife, and she is from Webster Groves,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Let me make you a grilled cheese sandwich," and I'm like, "A what? A grilled cheese sandwich?" And she's like, "Yeah, you had to try the cheese and the bread." I'm like, "Oh no, that's just wrong." And then when I try it, I'm hooked. And I feel like a little kid. Like, if you don't try a grilled cheese sandwich, you never know if it's good or not, right? Just it might
Exactly.
be bad.
She had to take you out of your comfort zone, as
Exactly.
we allow you to do. And I hope it goes beyond the weekend. That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring Renee on. Is it's not just for this weekend. It is, wow, I found so many things that I loved, and then hopefully you'll take a card from one of their spots so that you can then support them. I'm very big, Renee, as you know, into supporting local, so that beyond the festival, go to their restaurants, go to their shops, go to new places. You're going to be shocked how much you'll carry it forward. That's what I really loved about the festival, is that it introduces you to so many things that are going on right here in our own town that we didn't even know about.
Absolutely. I mean, there's one more that I do want to put the highlight: Honduras food.
Honduras.
Hondurans have been moving to St. Louis recently. In the past, I would say 5 years, the
Mhm.
Honduras community has been growing so much, and it's just really nice to see that they actually have in Cherokee Street, like you mentioned before. Now they have Hondurans restaurants there, and then Sueño Latino, there is a seafood place, and it's more Latino diversity on food. There is just the regular tacos. So yes, and this weekend you can try a little bit of all those, and then maybe in the future you say, you know what, I tried that in the festival. Let me go find this restaurant, and then that's when we keep growing, and then you will not regret it being there. Absolutely, just try one day, try the 3 days. You'll have a lot of fun. Guarantee you that.
Promise you this, my friend, you will see my face this weekend. It might be Friday or it might be Sunday. I can't do Saturday, which I wish we could, but we have a big walk for the world we're doing in the morning on Saturday, and then I've got a big event that we're emceeing Saturday night. But I told my husband already, I said, you better be prepared. Otherwise, I'm going with mom or I'm going with friends. We're going down, because I just absolutely loved it. So once again, for all of those that maybe just tuned in, missed the beginning, you can go back and watch the first half hour of the show. We're talking about the wonderful Hispanic Festival, St. Louis, that's taking place this weekend. So one final time, Rene, can you give us the rundown of the times and where people can find more information?
Absolutely. So please log into our Facebook page, Hispanic Festival Inc. St. Louis. We're gonna have this weekend the Hispanic Radio Festival in Suler Markets, and it was starting at 10 o'clock on Saturday, on Friday and Saturday, and all the way to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 11 to 8. So you cannot miss this great event. For 22 years in St. Louis. So it's been growing and growing, and I guarantee you it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend.
I've been practicing, so get ready, okay?
All
So
right, Monica.
let's go. My
Love it.
friend, I love you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for getting us all out of our comfort zone. And please, everyone, introduce yourself. Find Rene. He's there. He's got
Yes.
the big smile on his face. He's probably going to be dancing with all of you. And then just ask him. He'll help navigate. He'll take you to different booths and say, here you go. This is what I was talking about on the show. You've got to try this. And just let me know afterwards, after the festival. Let me know on Monday what you tried, what you loved. And again, just having a wonderful time. This is what we're talking about in this show. This weekend truly is what I am trying to do for the world, which is to bring everybody together and for us to just talk, immerse ourselves in culture, have fun together, be kind to each other, and laugh. We need more laughter.
Yes.
Thank you so very much again for getting up early, and I can't wait to see you this weekend.
Thank you, Monica. Great to see you.
Okay, again, Rene Vences, and we're going to talk again about your culture. I've been seeing some comments come in. Let me know where you're watching from, as well as what is your heritage. Let's bring everybody together in our final half hour. We'll be back with more.
It's the icing on the cake.
The final brush stroke.
The finishing touches make all the difference in your home, too.
Have fun and get started at carolhouse.com/room planner.
With thousands of accessories in our 3.5-acre showrooms.
Get your picture perfect room and the lowest prices in the country at Carol House.
Because you like nice things.
You know, of course, it's great to get outside and enjoy the warm weather, but when it's time to relax indoors, be sure your home stays cool with equipment and service from my friends at Aldon. 24-hour emergency service available. At Aldon, it's their commitment to continue providing above and beyond HVAC service for all of their customers. They truly care about the air you breathe. Call them today at 314-567-5585 or on the web, aldon.com. That's al-don.com, 314-567-5585. Well, wasn't that fun? He is just such a good man. So again, if you've never been, or if you've been in the past and it's been a while, put that on the calendar for this weekend. Again, follow them on Facebook. It's Hispanic Festival Inc. St. Louis, and you're going to have the best time. Trust me. Bring the kids out. Bring all ages. Bring your friends and your family. So you're looking for that. Let's go over here. Hispanic Festival Inc. St. Louis. Look at that, 15,000 followers. So proud of how far they have come. And yes, I'm not sure I'm not pronouncing it right, but the arepes, they were so, so good. That was one of the things that I really, truly fell in love with last year. And I would have never tried it if it wasn't for Rene. So I'm going to go back to the comments. We can also talk about the fact that the video that I was mentioning, I just looked down at my phone. Michelle said she put it in the comments. So the video of me and Rene dancing last year and having such a blast is actually in the comments. So if you're following on the Monica Adams page, you should be able to see that. And welcome, by the way, to what do we have? 26,000 between the two pages. Monica Adams on Facebook, Monica Adams Quinton. That's my personal page. I think I have about 5,500 people following that. Somehow we were able to turn that into a following page. So you can follow me evidently on both because I maxed out on being able to accept friends, which is actually the blessing. That's how the business page started in the first place. Those that don't have social media and they're watching on YouTube, hello to you. Let's continue to have you subscribe to that page, which again is free. You go to YouTube at The Real Monica Adams on YouTube and you just hit subscribe. And that means you're going to get notifications when we have wonderful shows. And sometimes it's bonus shows just for our YouTube people. So if you're on Facebook, you also want to be on YouTube. So our 20,000 plus followers that we have on Facebook, please go over to the YouTube page. I want to see 20,000 on that page because I don't want you to ever miss out on some fun mobile Monicas that we do or just extra content. Like the day that we had the street sign go up, the Real Monica Adams street sign that went up. If you don't know, it's right there at Vianney. As you pull into Vianney High School, we did the special unveiling of that live on YouTube, not on Facebook. I told you I want to build that up. And then we also have on Thursdays, we drop a new show at 8 a.m. on all the audio podcast platforms. So maybe you listen on Spotify or iHeartRadio or iTunes or Amazon. We're on all of the audio podcast platforms. So we've got new shows. Michelle's been really busy taking some of the really great shows that we love over the last several months and taking those impactful shows and then putting them on the audio podcast platforms because those people are still finding out that we're actually running this show. So let me say hi to some of you, and then we're going to go into really great shows coming up for you tomorrow as well as into next week. So good morning to Linda and Sean. Richard Melching Sr., so good to see you. Haven't watched live in a while. I hope you're still on. I know he's been dealing with some pain, so let's send some healing energy out to our friend Richard. Linda, good morning. She said, woohoo. Bill, good morning to you as well. Rose, good morning. Good morning to Marilyn. Exciting weekend coming up. You bet. Oh, there we go. Sherry Anderson. I was just going to text you. You better be coming down to the festival. We've got to do that together. So I will be reaching out to you. Hi, Kyle. Henry Martin. Is that a new name? Good morning to you. I hope you're still on. Okay, here we go. Good morning. I'm proud to be 100% Italian. I talk a lot and use my hands a lot to talk. Here's my question for you, Rose. Have you done a DNA? Do you 100% know that you're 100% Italian? Because my husband says, yeah, I don't need to know. I'm Italian and I'm German. And I said, well, I thought the same because that's what you're told until you really do the DNA testing. And then you see the breakdown and it's a little bit different. And you have culture that you didn't even know that you had. I love the fact that it opened it up a little bit more. And it's really fun to see. This is my own belief. But I think if you see a higher percentage on one side, that might be who you look a little bit more like. So I had a little bit more from my father, a little bit higher percentage on my father's background than my mother's. Very similar. So that's why everyone says I'm a blend of the two of them. But I think growing up, I could see that I had a little bit more characteristics of my dad. And now I think I'm a spitting image of my mother. I look at us back to back and I'm like, yep, she looks like my sister. Carrie, good morning to you. Okay, Rose says Hispanic is my favorite food. Agreed. And my favorite music. I'm always listening to it. In fact, I was a fan of oh my gosh, Chayana, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce his name. If Sherry's still on, maybe she can let me know. But that was the thing that Rene just said that I hope you take away from that. So what if you say it wrong? They will let you know. They're not going to correct you and make fun of you. It is just try it. And then somebody will say, oh no, actually say it this way a little bit more. And that's how you learn the language. So Chayana, possibly. I'm also a big fan of Mark Anthony, obviously Ricky Martin. I'm a huge Jennifer Lopez fan now. Wasn't so much a fan in the past. I think she's become much classier. I wasn't a big fan in the past. I used to see how she dressed and I was like, why do you have to wear that on the award show? But now I've seen her in interviews. I follow her on social media, and I have to believe that she's really, really opened up, and she's grown up, and she's become a classier person. Stephanie, I love this. She says, I'm a Heinz 57, dad's side French, Irish, German, and Pennsylvania Dutch. My mom's side half Romanian. Oh, well, you're blessed. I love that Heinz 57. Richard says full-blooded German. I'm very proud. I want to know, all of you that are saying you're full-blood 100%, have you done your DNA? Because sometimes it's an aha moment. Good morning, Michelle. Kathy Kilo Peterson, good morning to you. And thank you, by the way, for being one of our incredible sponsors. I love everything that you're doing. By the way, here's her information. Kathy Kilo Peterson, kkilo.com, 636-561-6460. And we want to thank Kathy because she's the one that's spearheading the big walk that is taking place on Saturday morning. 8:45, we'll meet at the Pavilion Central Park in Chesterfield off of Lydia Hill. And then 9 o'clock, it's a meditation walk. And she is the one that spearheaded this particular location. It's going on all over the world. And you can go to walkforthee.world to register. She thinks we have about 50, maybe 40, 50 walkers that'll be at just that location. But how cool to know when we're talking about culture that everybody in all cultures are going to be walking at the very same time, all for peace, all for kindness, all for well-being. So bring your headphones. Normally, when you buy a smartphone, they give you those headphones with it, or some of you may have bought your earbuds, whatever. Just bring them along because you're going to do a meditation walk for 45 minutes. And then she's bringing out some water, and so that you have hydration afterwards. You can stay there and mingle a little bit if you want. And then hopefully some of you, last minute decisions, spontaneity, I love that. There are tickets available still for the Equus Rescue Therapy event, the the Boots and Jeans Ball that's taking place Saturday night. I am emceeing that. I cannot wait. I posted several times on my page some really great travel opportunities and other baskets and things that you'll be able to bid on. Silent auction, live auction, all to help out the wonderful work that they're doing. We had a chance to visit those beautiful horses and just to look at how far they've come, right? So when we look at you and you look at where you were and where you want to go to, the endless possibilities of where you can be, when we look at those horses, you see yourself in that, right? They've been abused. Have you been? They've been traumatized. Have you been? Somebody believes in them. Somebody nurtures and cares for them and takes them to a better place. Equus is doing a great job. So Margot Sutter, thank you so much for all that you're doing with Equus Rescue Therapy, the big Boots and Jeans Ball. Cannot wait for that on Saturday night. And again, the reason I bring that up is, as you're seeing here, Kathy is bought a table and she's just supporting everything that we're doing, and we're supporting her as well. So if you need a quote, by the way, go to kkilo.com, and I'd love to see if you have brought her on board. She and I were writing last night, and she said that they've been very busy. So that leads me to believe that many of you are making that phone call. Okay, Kathy said, I have the same middle name as Monica. And no, she doesn't mean Lynn. She means food and dancing. That's what I said earlier. Leona, good morning. And by the way, Leona, I woke up and saw that you had purchased a ticket to our November 4th event. I posted that on both of my pages last night. How many of you are coming to November 4th and you just haven't bought your tickets yet? If you haven't heard about it, it is an evening with me, my staff, and all like-minded people that love good food, that love good drinks, love giving back to a charity, and want to hear more positivity. So it's from 6 to 8 p.m., November 4th at Clayton Winehouse on Clayton Road, right around the corner, literally, from our studios in Brentwood. And it's 6 to 8 p.m. with food from Trattoria Marsala. I have forever talked about the amazing food that they have, but now you get to eat their food in a different location with great wines, bourbons, beer. You don't have to, if you don't drink, you can drink some water or other, maybe they can do a little mocktail. Then we're going to have a silent auction and a live auction to give back to Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescue. I love the rescue aspect, and that'll be fun, silent and live both. And then a motivational speaking engagement, about 15 to 20 minutes from me of helping you understand knowing your value, understanding the triangle and how you relate that to your own life and you carry that forward to your life. I hope to see you. Leona, thanks for purchasing a ticket. 100% German, Linda says, my sister and brother are heavy into genealogy and have traced our ancestors back at least 12 generations. I love that. Don't you love that somebody else is doing the work so you don't have to? Romeo, good evening to you. It's morning here, but awesome. Hello, hello. Hi, Kathy. Rene, hola. I used to ask my dad and mom if I was adopted because I loved Hispanic food more than Italian. Still do. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Yes, Rose, you've got to get out to that. So there you go. Michelle had posted the video of us dancing last year, and she talked about putting on a great show. The margaritas, incredible. Try the different margaritas at different places and find out which one that you like the best. Hi, Adama. Michelle posted, yes, Hispanic Festival Inc. I've never been. Sounds like fun food. Yes, Kathy, you got to get out there. It's a great time. Awesome. Good luck. Used to go to the festival in Minnesota. Love deep fried ice cream. Interesting. I've never had that. Pamela, good morning to you. Renee stuffed us. We ate so much that day. It was all amazing. It was. That's a good point, Michelle. Go hungry. Do not eat a big breakfast because you will not be able to immerse yourself in all of the culture and try different things. You have to come hungry. Please trust me on that. I'm proud to be a German, but did you notice there are no German restaurants? I think it's because German food. Oh, no. Don't say that. I'm not even going to say that word because German food is amazing. They just had the big German festival, by the way, just 2 weekends ago, and they'll have it again. They had the big Oktoberfest early on. In fact, I think they might run it again in October. So I would not say that last word that you say, Richard. German food is great. Spätzle, my sister-in-law is German. Her whole side of the family, we have German in us. I think German food can be really, really good. It just has to be made right. And Das Bevo, I think they still have a portion of that. The Bevo Mill is not open like it was, but there was a German restaurant in Lafayette Square. I think that one closed, but I believe I don't know what the name of it is, but I believe there's a good German restaurant over the river on the Illinois side, on the southern Illinois side. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, post that so Richard can know what that is. German food is very good when it's made right. There's an excellent South American restaurant in Maplewood next to Blissfully Popped Popcorn. Can't remember the name, but it was delicious. Anyone know the name? Okay, so we need the community for both of those. You know what the German restaurant is called on the Illinois side, right over the river? And then what is the South American restaurant in Maplewood? Are you talking about, there used to be the Peruvian restaurant. It is Boogaloo. Is that what you're talking about? Is it Boogaloo? Because if so, I will agree. It's incredible. And there are swings at the bar that you can sit at. Kathy, is that what you're talking about? Truth. My husband is 100% German too. Do you know that for a fact, Michelle? Has he had his DNA done? My husband thinks that he's 100% this or whatever, but I think you need to check that. If you haven't had the DNA done, you've got to make sure that you are actually 100%. I'm telling you, there's so many people that have had a wake-up call that I've talked to in segments I've done over the years, and they said, so glad you told us to do that because you're right. We weren't 100%. And it was exciting to know that there were other parts. In Columbia, Illinois, Tiny's has German food. There we go. Stephanie says, there you go. Gwen Clifton Gissing. That's a new name. I love when I see new people. That means you're all spreading the word. So she says, or Gwen, really am enjoying your show, Monica. I just discovered it this week. At home recovering from back surgery. So tuning in while I have coffee. Keep them coming. Wonderful resources. Welcome aboard. This is why you're seeing to please share and like and follow the live stream. And thank you so much for doing just that. We've got so many new sponsors and community coming on board with us. Of course, you know about Invita Health and Wellness and the wonderful work that they've been doing. Aldon, indoor air quality specialist for your heating and your cooling as we transition from summer to fall to winter. And you need heating help, air conditioning help. Don't call anyone else. Don't even look for a quote from anybody else. I'm telling you, they're incredible. Aldon. Then Carroll House Furniture. We love Brooke and Amy Dubman and all the work they do for the animals, as well as their beautiful 2 incredible furniture stores, one in the Valley Park and one in the Maryland Heights area. So when you need furniture, check them out and thank them for sponsoring us. Florida Direct Palm Trees, been talking with them about coming back on because they're picking up the palm trees now, putting them in the greenhouses in the next few weeks. We are bringing on, besides Kathy Kilo Peterson that we talked about earlier, new sponsors that are starting with us. In fact, on Monday, I have a brand new segment that's going to be a part of the show. It's Medical Monday. Ask the doctor. So bring all of your questions forward. If you want to know and you haven't been taken care of by a doctor, the way you know you should, because you should be your own health advocate, I want you to Listen to him, because open enrollment for maybe your parents or your grandparents is right now. And if they are like, I want a new doctor, Dr. Charles Willie with Innovare Health Advocates, he will start to join us on Mondays. Every Monday, you'll be able to ask him some questions, and he is a wealth of knowledge, and what a kind human being. The thing I love about him is he will literally give out his own cell phone number, and he is like concierge medicine, but he doesn't do concierge medicine, if that makes sense to you. There are a lot of doctors who have transitioned their practice to concierge medicine, but they charge a ridiculous amount of money per month. No, he literally just spends that much time with you and is all encompassing. He used to be the president of ESSA and Essence Healthcare. I used to train for that man with seniors at Friendship Village. I used to be his director of wellness, and we ran senior programs on both sides of the river. I mean, I just absolutely adore him. And so it made sense. When I tell you aligning with our mission, he really does. And then Clayton Winehouse, where we're having our event on November 4th, they're coming on board. How do you like this? Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. That's what we've come up with. We're going to do that. And maybe we'll even carry it over and do a little Thirsty Thursday. What we're going to do is educate you and introduce you to new wines, new bourbons, new things that you want to maybe incorporate when you have festivals or you have events at your house. And why don't just go and pick up a good wine or a good rum or tequila or whiskey or beer. I want you to go over to Clayton Winehouse. Why? Because they're going to take care of you. Their prices are phenomenal, and the space alone is stunning. So go over and say hi to my friend Chris and Tim and Sean. Craig, my brother, is a sommelier as well. He does the events on the weekends. He's actually going to be there running our event on November 4th. So a lot of really exciting things, right? And then there's more to come that I can't tell you about just yet. But when I tell you we've been busy, and I told you more people were coming on board, I knew it. For all of you that think you have somebody that aligns with our mission, reach out to us. There's my email address. If you yourself would like to become a sponsor, be a part of this, have me talk about you even outside of your sponsorship, that's what you're going to do. And that's what you're going to hear right there. info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Let's see. My two favorite foods, Mexican and Italian. Mine too, says Pamela. Everybody see, we're all bonding together as a community. Vicky says, good morning. Joe, I have better success, less video issues on your YouTube page than the Facebook video page. Good morning to you. There you go. Well, if you've had buffering issues on Facebook, then now you can get on YouTube. Kathy Gonzaga, good morning. You like the hats? I thought you would, Kyle, right? Wonderful hats for men behind us. And I know he's a big fan of the big brimmed hat. Okay, Michelle says she's half French, half Lithuanian, and quarter Lithuanian and a quarter English. I'm glad that she's done her DNA. Yes, I did. It said Italian. See, so then you're not 100% Italian, 30% Asian. My husband has fun with that. So you're not 100% Italian. See, that's why I want you to have it done. That's what's important. It's fun to think that we are full, whatever. Both grandparents had come over from Palermo. Who knew about the Asian mix? No DNA. I'm just going off my sister's searching she has done. So who knows? There you go. Exactly. Let's see. I'm Lebanese, Syrian, and German. I love learning about all of you. Oh, so Michelle says today's the last day to vote for the best of on the Riverfront Times. She put us into this. I told you, you can watch my body language. To ask someone to vote for something, it's just in all my 30 years of the business, I've not been all about the awards. I've been involved in awards that other people have gotten. I just haven't paid the money. That's really where it comes from. People win Emmys, but you've got to pay for the organization, first of all. Then you have to pay to enter it in. You got to pay to go to the event. To me, it's a big money grab. I know that our work was powerful. I know that I gave my all. And to me, that's the award that matters. Not here, let me hold up an award. We did just enter one in at Channel 5. So we'll see. I think that's coming up at the end of the month. I'll let you know if we win. But I do know that my work has been involved with things that have been put up for morning show, and we won. And then producers, they won. But it's our work, all of us as a team. And just because you didn't pay, your name's not on the plaque. Isn't that silly? I was never big on that. But for this, Michelle wants me to say today's the last day to vote. It's Riverfront Times. Arts and entertainment is the category. Best local podcast. She put us in there. We made it into the top 5. So all of you, please spread the word. If we have thousands of people voting, she's got the link there for you. Or you can just go to riverfronttimes.com, go to the best of, and then you'll do the arts and entertainment segment and our segments or portion, and then it's best local podcast. And you type in The Real Monica Adams. They'll ask you for your email address, and then they'll link it back to you. I don't remember any swings at the bar. Sure, hope I don't miss that. If it's Boogaloo, they do have swings at the bar. I'm thinking it might be. Hofbrauhaus. Thank you. That's it. Terry, thank you. The Hofbrauhaus in Belleville, Illinois, Richard. That's what I want you to try. I traced both of our families' genealogies back to the 1500s. It was so interesting. I love that, Michelle. Hi, Gwen, sending healing and hope you recover quickly. See this community? I just love you all. Yes, Medical Mondays. I need a Thirsty Thursday after this week. Okay, Chase Presley, are you new to the show? I love Wet Your Whistle. Sad to miss November 4th at Clayton Winehouse. I'm sad you are as well because it's going to be so much fun. Anybody else want to tell me the nationality that you are? And when we're talking about, again, we talked about the Latin food, the Colombian, Mexican, Honduras, all that stuff that's going on this weekend. And then we told you a little bit about the German festival that they just had. Italian, all my Italians, here you go. You don't want to miss this one. October 8th, noon to 5, the Responder Rescue Benefit Dinner, and that's going to be held at Trattoria Giuseppe, which is on Old Highway 21 in Imperial, Missouri. $25, all you can eat amazing Italian food, and that is $25 per person for adults, and those that are 12 and under, $10, and the proceeds going to help what my husband does, what maybe many of your family members do, which is police, fire, EMTs, paramedics, dispatch, communication, all of them are helped out by this beautiful event that's taking place on October 8th. So there's all the information that you need. I'd love to see you there on October 8th. Anybody else want to tell me the genealogy and what you are and anything fun that you learned today that you didn't know about before? If you didn't know about the Hispanic Festival, now you do. We're going to wrap up our show and we're going to read from the Blueprint for Value when we return. Hi, it's Monica Adams, and I just want to say thank you so much for following along since we launched The Real Monica Adams Show back in March. But I wanted to let you know there's so much more that our team can do for you. From styling to emceeing to life coaching to personal training, motivational speaking all around the world. If you have a company, a corporation, a business that would like to book us, email me, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Let's change lives together in person. info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today to the Real Monica Adams Show, the mobile Monica version. Trattoria Giuseppe, again, we talked about the Hispanic Festival, talked about some German food, and great show. It's so much more powerful watching live. I agree, Richard. That's why I like to have live guests. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. Terry, the link to vote, Michelle put in the comments. Make sure you have that. And yeah, Dot says 98.6% Greek, Balkan, 3.5% Italian. Boy, she really knows. Scroll up to the comments to see the link to vote. And Michelle, thank you. She said to book us, the Real Monica Adams team, for fashion styling, for emceeing, auctioneering, speaking engagements, life coaching, or personal training. Please go to my website, TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Okay, we're going to wrap things up here. Keeping a commitment to being on time is one of the simplest ways to make your personal worth deposits and one of the easiest to let slip. Why are you late? Often it's because you prioritize something or someone is more important. You may be overscheduled. You think it doesn't matter if you're on time. No one's really counting on you. When you're late, you rush. You spend energy unproductively. You feel bad. You make withdrawals from your personal worth account. When the account gets low enough, you adopt a victim attitude. You identify as always late. So don't. So what prevents you from showing up on time? Prioritize yourself. Be present in your own life. Give yourself the same respect and attention that you'd give to someone that you consider important. If you don't, Eventually, you will burn out and you will crash. A car can't drive on the highway at the same time it's in the shop for a tune-up, right? Similarly, you cannot continue to work while you are not taking care of yourself. Schedule time for self-development. When you take the time for yourself, whether it's for exercise, maybe time off work, or merely an hour of reflection in a park, turn off all your devices. Paying attention to technology can sacrifice that recharge time. Give yourself time to be unreachable. You deserve it. Only you can go on airplane mode. No one else will set this boundary for you. I'm going to set the airplane mode at 11 o'clock this morning because after 6 months, I am finally getting a massage to take care of everything that got messed up in my car accident. That's my airplane mode time. So your takeaway, making yourself unavailable at times is not only okay, it's necessary to avoid burnout and maintain productivity. I like that. That was number 32 in the 52 habits to discover and strengthen your personal worth from Jeff Kozatek. All right, I hear them chomping at the bit, trying to get in the door so I can start their personal training at 8 o'clock. Thank you all so much. It's been a beautiful show, pulling us all together, those that look different than us, that act different than us, different culture. Get out of your comfort zone. Be kind to one another. Understand that that's where you truly have your growth and your development. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching.